to, what do you get?
Sen.
Good job. Okay, last one. Knees. And you're going to change n to ch. What do you get?
Cheese.
Cheese. All right, Natan, will you put that up for me? Okay. Now, what is our vowel team of the week? Emily. O-O. Does O-O always say the same thing?
No.
No. It says, mainly, it says what two different things? Madison? Let's think of our two words. Let's think of that. It mainly says, Eugene?
Book.
Book. Okay, so it says or moon. So it says ooh. Okay? Those are the two. We have the long version and the short version. Okay, what's the most common one? Raise your hand and tell me the word that goes with it. Olivia?
Moon.
Moon is the most common one. Okay? I was looking today, 187 words go with the long version. And with the short version, it's 116. So really, that is a lot of words difference, but not like a ton of words. We still use both of them, okay? But we can't always know when it's going to say it. Remember, I talked about how we have to read the word and see if it makes sense with OO, because there's not really a rule that goes for every single word, okay? It's one of our unpredictable vowel teams, all right? Now we're going to read some of our high frequency words, okay? What are my expectations for this? Your eyes are where? On the board. All right. Word.
Many.
Word.
Use.
Word.
Wish.
Word.
Does.
Word.
Goes.
Word.
By.
Word.
Those.
Word.
These.
Word.
Always.
Word.
Friend.
Word.
Or.
Word.
Before.
Word.
Then.
Word.
Where.
Word.
Us.
Word.
Around.
All right, nice job. Okay, now quickly you're going to get your books, turn to page 117, and you're going to read them on your own. Go ahead and grab your pencils too. Y'all know the drill. If you need a fresh pencil, go ahead and get one. Kate Buchanan generously helped us out yesterday during inter recess. All right. Now remember, when you get to page 117 and when we start our timer, you're reading your own words, and when you get to the end of them, what do? You reread them. And then when the timer stops, what do? You
Stop reading.
stop reading and
Circle
you
it.
circle it. Good job. Yep, you circle the word that you ended on. Nice and specific, Cooper. All right, we're almost there. Page 117. It's right here. We're on the high frequency words, the ones at the bottom. You see them? Get your finger on them. Okay. Not those, Eugene. The ones at the bottom. Okay. Ready? Begin. I love every time Cooper does it. Every time he gets through all of the words and he does it again, he counts on his fingers how many times he's done it. And he's also gotten to see how many more words he can read versus at the beginning of the year. I bet at the beginning of the year you probably only got through it 2 or 3 times, and now you can get through it 4 or 5. Okay? That's wonderful to see how much you have grown in your ability to read more words. I love that he does that. Okay, we are going to do some sound spelling mapping. Yes, Aaliyah?
When I read or I circle, I just write how many times.
And Aaliyah writes next to it in the book. So do you, Cooper. That's a great idea too.
That's what I do too.
All right, we're gonna do some sound spelling mapping. Okay. The one that we're gonna do together is the word tool. Ooh. I did not see everyone tapping. Let's do it one more time.
Ooh.
How many sounds does that have? Raise your hand and tell me. Madison.
3.
3 sounds. So I would write 3 dots. 1, 2, 3. All right. What was that first sound that we heard? Make it. What was the letter?
T.
What was the next sound we heard? Make it nice and loud.
O.
Okay. What letters?
O.
And what was the last sound?
O.
What letter?
L.
All right. We're going to turn over one page to page 118. Now remember, what's the order that we do things? First we, then we write the,
Dots.
then we write the,
Letters.
and then we read it back to our,
Cells.
good job. All right. You're at page 118. You ready for the first one?
Yes.
Okay. First word is hook. In Peter Pan, Captain Hook is the villain.
Oh yeah.
Hook. Not just regular. All right. First sound. Letter.
H.
Next sound.
Ooh.
We hear that short sound as in book. What was the last sound? Which is letter?
K.
All right. Good job. Next, we're doing the word to. Okay, to. I am going, or no wait, let's think. Now, we've talked about this before, briefly, but there's a couple of different types of twos. There's a number. There's I'm going to the store, but when there's multiple of something, you would say like she is going, or not multiple of something. You would say like she is coming to, okay? And you would use this type of to, okay? We'll talk about this more later. We have this later in one of our lessons, but this one is not the two that you're used to. It follows our phonics rule for the week. All right, so to. Write it. All right. How many sounds?
2.
We had 2 sounds. What was the first sound? Letter.
T.
What was the next sound?
Ooh.
Letter.
O.
Oh. That is the 2 that we used in this scenario. All right. Next is mood. Mood. Some of you come to school in a bad mood because you don't like to wake up early. Mhm. Oh my goodness, boys and girls, our handwriting is on it today. Good job. Okay, what was that first sound? Letter.
L.
What was that next sound?
O.
N. No. Oh, let's think about that word. Okay, we heard m, ood, which is that long sound like m, oon. Okay, remember I said at the beginning of the week, this one's tricky because they do sound pretty similar. Okay, especially when you throw in accents and stuff like that. We all say it a little bit differently. Okay, so this one is tricky. We got to make sure we are listening really closely. So mood. Okay, M-O-O-D. That's how we spell that. All right, next is pluck. This is a review word. Pluck. Ben Howard, don't you throw that pencil. Oh my goodness. I couldn't trick you guys at all. What was that first sound? Letter.
P.
What was the next sound?
O.
Letter.
L.
What was the third sound?
O.
Letter.
U.
What was the last sound? What was the last sound? How did we spell it though?
C.
Yeah, you guys all got that one. Kiss your brains. Bunch of smarty pants. All right. Next is crook. Crook. If you are a crook, you may steal things. First sound. But y'all knew the routine. Good job. Letter.
C.
C. Next sound.
R.
Letter.
R.
Next sound.
O.
Letter.
O.
O. Two letters. Last letter. Or last sound. Letter.
C.
No, okay, this one's tricky. This one is just K. Okay? Because after the two O's, it's just K.
I got K.
Good job. Alright, just K. Alright. And we're going to save our last one for some extra practice later. Now we're going to move on to whoa.
Word chain.
Alright. So, our first one that we're going to do together is I'm going to start with the word good. Word?
Good.
Okay, now I'm going to change good to hood. Okay? This is the one. This is our practice one. You don't need to worry about your pencils. Okay, I changed good to hood. What sounds did I change? I changed, Emily.
G to an H.
Okay, make the sounds for me. You changed
Good.
to. Good job. Okay, and I changed. You already said the letters. You changed G to H. Okay, now I need to change hood to hook. What sounds did I change? Ruby.
D to
Great job. What letters do I change? Cooper.
D to K.
Good job. Now I'm changing hook to look. Okay, what sounds change, Eugene? Changes to? What letters change, Olivia?
H to L.
H to L. Good job. Okay, now it is your turn. Oh my goodness, we need whiteboards. Let me get our whiteboards. Y'all really quickly, go ahead and just, oh wait, we still need our phonics book. Leave your phonics book there and go get a whiteboard marker and I'll get your whiteboards and pass them out. I forgot that they changed the road book. Sorry guys. Once you grab your marker, come to me Blake, grab your journal out, okay? I'm missing a whiteboard. I think it's from what our other friends from the other class
Hannah
gave
has
us.
two.
Who?
Hannah.
Where's
Yeah.
your?
I have two. I found it on the ground.
Oh, is it in your seat bag?
Yeah, probably.
Hey, Blake, go get the
But I
whiteboard out
have
of
one
Hannah's
here.
seat bag.
I have one here.
Okay. All right, show me your work. I want to see it. Oh my goodness, beautiful. Grab a new whiteboard marker, Hannah. I love it. All right, erase it.
Hey, let's take one.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I like the cat. Okay. Remember, when we do our word chains, we just write them one by one above each other. So that last one would have looked like this. Okay, and I'm going to leave this up here so you can look at it. But you would go good, good. Look, remember, we just write them stacked above each other so that we can move down. Okay? No arrows, no boxes like the ones that we used to have in our book. All right. Our first word is bloom. Word?
Bloom.
No, arrow, Mason. All right. Aaliyah, you don't need that line down the middle. Okay. Hannah, I said you don't need all the lines. You're writing them like how I did on the board. Well, you remember we changed that. I used to let you do the arrows, but now we don't do that anymore. Okay? Bloom is spelled B-L-O-O-M. I'm so sorry, buddy. Are you okay? You need an ice pack? Okay, I'm so sorry. Okay, B-L-O-O-M. Now we're changing bloom to broom. Broom. All right, what sound changed? Cooper?
L.
Sound. What?
To R. To R.
Mm-hmm. And you already said the letters. We changed L to.
R.
So broom is spelled B.
R-O-O-M.
Good job. Now we're changing broom to room. Blake, remember, change your first one since you did not get it right. Okay. Now, we didn't really have a sound change. We just took away what?
The B.
We took away the B. We took away the B. Okay, and it became room. We spell room R-O-O-M. Okay, last word is doom. Doom. All right, what sound changed? Someone raise your hand and tell me. Maya. Changed to what? Mm-hmm. What letters changed? Rose.
R changed to D.
R changed to D. Good job. Okay, now we're going to do our next one. Remember, you don't have to erase that last one. You just write it next to it. All of y'all have enough room to do that. So, our next word, Blake, erase that or you're going to have to use paper. Our next word, or our next word chain is going to start with the word moo. Moo. A cow says moo. Oh, Eugene made a good point. He said, how many O's do you do? I guess really if you wanted to, you could do like 8 or something. But really do how many are actually in the word. Because it would depend on how long the cow was mooing for. He could say, boo. You know, it just keep going forever. Okay,
99.
so moo is spelled
M-O-O.
M-O-O. Okay, if the cow just did a normal moo, it's spelled M-O-O. We're changing moo to mood. Mood. Alright, what changed? We added a what? No, Blake, you have to start a new one. That's on your old word change. Do it next to it. Erase both of them and do it next to it. What changed, Gracie? We added a D. Good job. Now we're changing mood to moon. Mood to moon. Oh, Kenan. Is that a new one? Did you go get a new one? Maybe get another new one. Let's be careful we're not bearing down too hard. That might be the issue. But that one's like almost out too. That's weird. Alright. Now, oh, sorry. What sound changed? We changed the, Emily, to, good job. What letter changed? Shout it out, everyone. We changed the
B
to an
N.
Good job. Now we're changing moon to soon. What sound changed? We changed the to a, what letters? We changed the M to an
S.
Good job. Okay. Now, what I want you to do is go ahead and just put your whiteboard up in our whiteboard spots. We'll erase them in a little bit. Put it up. We're going to use them in like an hour, so. I didn't make y'all get y'all's erasers since we're going to use them in a little bit. Okay. No, just put it up. I don't need your words. I already looked at them when you were writing them. No. Just put it up. Put it up. All right. Now we're about to read our passage. So you're going to turn, when you get back to the carpet, you're going to turn to page 113. Okay, quickly. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, we're at page 113. I'll give you just a second to get there. Okay, we're going to read the passage Cooling Down. And we're going to read it, since we read our words, we're going to read it all together now. We're going to read the whole thing. So I want you to have your fingers tracking. Your eyes are looking. Okay? Your eyes are tracking. Your fingers are tracking. Okay? And our voices are reading. Remember, lately, we've been reading at super speed when we've been all reading together. So we're trying to slow it down a little bit. Okay? Got it? Not too slow, but just so everyone can be on the same page. Because some of y'all are like, spending too much time in the sun can make you sick. You can get sunstroke. Remember, we're trying to read at a normal rate for everyone to be able to. Okay? Whoop. unwise.
Not to cool down when feeling too hot. Here are some things to do to cool down. It is best to get out of the sun as soon as you can.
Look for a good cool spot.
To sit in the shade. You might be in the mood to sit in a cool breeze.
While there, remember that's a comma, we gotta pause for a second. While there, you can choose to read a good book.
Is there
A nook in your room,
where you can sit and have a
cold drink. Remember we gotta add that drink because say, what is that? A question. Okay, let's start at line 10. Get your finger there. Getting wet can be a
good way to cool down, but choose well a cold, wet
looped around your neck can aid in cooling you down.
If you are poolside, you can have to swim
Or try swooshing.
your feet in the pool. You could wade in a brook or get sprayed with a hose.
But try not to cool down too fast, as that can put you at risk. After you cool down, do not go zooming
Back out in the sun.
too soon, or you could feel
Sick again. Try not to be out in the blazing noon time sun. Stay cool and stay well.
awesome job. You guys did such an amazing job. Kiss your brains. All right. Now, I have a question. According to cooling down, what are some suggestions for cooling down if you get too hot? There's several, so I can call in several of you. Emily, sit in shade. Maya, go in your house and have a cool drink. Swoosh your feet around in the pool. Cooper, so Ben had that answer too.
Jump in the pool
Mm-hmm.
if you live in a poolside.
Yep, if you live poolside.
Don't go out in the sun.
Yeah, that's definitely a great advice for staying cool. Don't go right back out in the sun. There's one more. It involved a cloth.
Stay cool and stay well.
Well, it told us to do that, but there was one more thing for us staying cool. Let's see, Hannah?
To put a cool rag on your head.
Yeah, put it on your neck. That's what I used to do when I played soccer. Is we would always put those around our necks. I think they're called. They have these things called frog togs. I think that was what they called it.
Yeah.
Have y'all ever seen one of those?
Yes.
It's like a weird towel. It's kind of squishy.
Yeah,
Anyways,
and you
okay,
put it on the
really
back of
quick.
your head.
Put away our phonics book and our pencil and come sit back on the carpet. 5,
Here, headband. Let's go together.
4, 3, 2, 1. All right, Madison, can I get you to put the Tom's board up? And Hannah, go ahead and get your spider folder. All right. Our comprehension strategy of the day is classifying and categorizing. Okay, we've talked about this one several times. We're going to dive back into it, okay? To classify is to arrange similar items into groups. Okay, so we're going to say that all together. To classify is to arrange similar items into groups. One more time. To classify is to arrange group and leave them there. It helps for our brains if we give that group a name and we think about that. So if I were to classify y'all, I could do by height, okay? And I would do maybe the short group, the medium group, and the tall group, or something like that. Rose, will you close the door for me, please? Or I could classify by hair color, and so I could have the blondes, or the brunettes, or the people with black hair. There's not really a title for that. Not like blondes or brunettes. That's kind of weird. Haven't ever thought about that. You're going to think about how they're the same. Or I could do girls and boys, and I would name that title, or that group girls, and I would name that group boys, okay? But I could also group you guys by things other than your, like, physical traits. You could be grouped by what you guys like. I could have a group of friends who like Minecraft, okay? I know Ben would be in that group. I could have a group of you guys who like Roblox, I don't know, things like that, okay? Or kids who like playing outside, or bakers. I know Emily would be in that group, okay? You can be grouped in many different ways. We talked about that as well. When we were grouping those jobs last time, when we were classifying and categorizing all the different jobs, we talked about the garbage collectors, okay? That was their category, and we classified the different things that they did as we were reading. All right? We've also talked about this strategy is super helpful for us because it allows us to see patterns, okay? It allows us to see things in the text that we probably wouldn't have gotten to. Aaliyah and Eugene, pick one of our three options to sit, okay? It also allows us to make connections and grows our ability to manage and organize information in our brain, okay? In order to remember things, a lot of times we have to organize it in some way. We either have to connect it to something we already know, or we have to put it in like a brain file of things that are similar to those other things, okay? That's why classifying and categorizing helps, because we can file that information away, kind of like real files that you have. You guys have your 3 different folders, okay? Depending on what paper you have to figure out what folder it goes into. You guys have to do that when you read. All right, so we've read our story several times by now. So today what we're doing is we're going back and we're looking for things to categorize, okay? I have some categories that I already have in my head, okay, about the different roles that you guys are going to play in different places. But if you see one on your own, you can tell me, okay? If you come up with one, that's great too. Okay? So we're going to read this together. Oh wait, that's really small. I'm just going to reread this since we've already read this several times. You and your many roles. You are a person who has many relationships. At home, you are a son or a daughter. Did someone hear a role that you may have at home? A son or a daughter. Before we even get to it, what's another role that you think you may have? Cooper?
Like being with your family and cousins.
Yeah, you can be a cousin in your extended family.
Or a sibling.
Or a sibling. Did he take your answer? You were going to say sibling. Mm-hmm. Yep. So that's what I had. The roles in the family. You are either a son or a daughter. You're also a sibling. Okay?
Or actually a cousin.
At school, you are both a... Does anyone remember what it says? You are both a... Olivia?
Student.
And a... What else? Is that where you're going to say student? A student and a classmate. Right. Those are your 2 different things. So you're a student, that means you learn from who?
Teacher.
Yep, you learn from me. But you're a classmate to who?
Your friend.
Your friends. Yep. And those are 2 different roles. We talked a little bit about how those things have 2 different jobs. Okay? In your community, you are a, does anyone remember those 2 things? You're a neighbor and a, what was the other one? You're a neighbor and a friend. Okay? In school, we're a student and a classmate, and a neighbor and a friend. Okay. We talked about you play an important role in the lives of the people around you. Yet your relationships with the people in your life will not always stay the same. And as you grow older, your roles and responsibilities within your community will evolve, okay? That means those couple of roles that we talked about, they're going to look a little bit different. So in your family, we talked about how you are a son or a daughter. Your parents or guardians care for you and help you learn about yourself and the world around you. When you were a baby, you needed your parents' help, and they dressed, bathed, and fed you. And they were probably there when you took your first steps, okay? That's a lot different than how your parents help you now. How do your parents help you now? Cooper?
Sometimes they like the things that you have to like heat up in the oven.
Yeah, they make you food. Eugene?
Like they probably might help you like with math.
Yeah, they might help you with math. Could they help you with math when you were just a baby?
No.
No. You didn't know any math when you were a baby. No.
When I was a
Emily?
toddler,
Oh.
helped you wash your hair.
Yeah, they may help you wash your hair. They help you stay clean.
They can help you clean your room.
They can help you clean your room, right? Okay, so we talked a lot about how those things change, okay? And that's another way, once again, about how that world changes. And when we were reading the other day, we were making lots of connections about how we saw those changes in our own life. Yeah, we made those connections. Okay. Since we are going to reread our text again during stations, we're just going to breeze through and talk again about some of those changes. So another change that we saw was the way that we changed as students. What were some of the ways you talked about that you changed as students? I want to see some more hands. Cannon?
You change by your age.
You change by your age. Yep, we talked about that. You get older as you go through school. What else happens? With I'm especially thinking about the way that you learn. Olivia? Jane? Yeah, you learn harder things each year, and you become a lot more. I'm looking for a specific word that I talked about. Madison?
You know a lot more when you get older.
You know a lot more. Emily?
You get a lot more smart.
You get smarter. Yep, for sure. Aaliyah?
An expert.
You become an expert. I don't know about expert. I can't remember the definition. You might become a genius too. There's some kind of definition somewhere that's like to become an expert you have to spend like a certain amount of hours doing something, and it's like a lot of hours. I can't even remember what it is. So I don't know about expert. I don't think anybody that would be like a student would be an expert. Really? No, it's like way more than that. I think they say it's like 100 or 200. I don't even know. It's a lot. It may be even more than that. Anyways, moving on. The word that I was looking for was independent. You become a lot more independent. Like now, we do things together. When you get older, your teacher will say, read those pages and go do this thing. And then you do that. Okay, do I do that now? Yes, I give you some assignments and you do them. But I'm not just like, for the whole class, for the whole day you're here at school, I don't just go, okay, go do these things, go read these pages. We work together to learn. Okay, and that kind of changes as you get older. We've talked about that. All right. Today is our day to focus on rate, okay? And that means reading at an appropriate rate or speed as we read. The main thing I want us to focus on today, because we've been doing pretty good with our rate as we've been reading, especially individually, but as a whole class too. The main thing I want us to focus on is commas, because we've been breezing right over those lately, okay? When we see a comma, we gotta pause, okay? That means we take a little breath. If there's no punctuation at the end of the line, you don't pause there. We just keep on going, okay? So we have our big page. Everyone see it? Okay, we're going to read it together. When we get to the end of the page, we're going to jump to that other page. And today we're focusing on the speed that we read, okay? Remember how I talked about we're looking for like a Goldilocks speed. Not too fast, not too slow, but just right. Yeah, just right.
And medium.
Yeah, kind of medium. Yeah. Okay, if you can't see, move to a spot where you can. Rose, I would just come right here. Okay, ready? You many roles. You are a person
who has many relationships.
at home.
You
Oh, we did the thing that I was wanting us to focus on. know it's really tiny. A lot of you guys probably can't even see that. At home.
You are a son.
Oh, Aaliyah, you and Blake were my two that were breezing right through that comma. I appreciate that you're reading very loud, okay? I needed to hear that volume, so good job there. But we got to make sure we're paying attention to that comma, okay? We got to pause there. So we would go, at home, you are a son or a daughter. Good job. Let's practice that whole sentence again. At home, you are a son or a daughter. If you have a brother or a sister, then you are also
a sibling. At school, you
Oh, I heard most of us do it. Not every single person. Let's try that one more time.
At school, you are
Aaliyah. we gotta take that pause, okay? I love the enthusiasm though. Okay? So Aaliyah, I want you to try it. Since you love to read aloud, okay? Try it by yourself, real quick. You got it. Okay? Right here.
At school, you are.
Oh, we did the thing. What are we gonna do? Okay, one more time. At
School, you
Awesome.
are a student and a classmate.
Okay, do it one more time, the whole thing.
At school, you are both a student and a classmate. And
Okay, awesome job.
community.
Oh, but we didn't pause the period. Okay, great job. Then you stopped at that comma. Let's pay attention to that, okay? Okay, we're gonna start at in. In your community, you are a neighbor. You might also be a friend. You play an important
Role in the lives of the people around you. Yet your relationships with the people in your life will not always stay the same. As you grow older,
Oh, I heard almost everyone do it there. As you grow older, your roles and responsibilities within your community
will evolve. That is probably
no surprise though, because you are also growing and changing. Okay, awesome job. Now we're going to look at our vocab words, okay? Here we go. Mirrors on. Okay. So this word, first remember you're going to listen to me read it, and then we're going to read it together. And the reason I picked this GIF is because it seems like that, I know it's silly. It seems like that bear is being very courteous. What is he doing? He's taking out the That's so helpful of him. Oh my goodness. Okay. Courteous means polite, respectful, and considerate in nature. Oh my goodness. One more time. Courteous means polite, respectful, and considerate in nature. We talked about considerate yesterday because that means you consider other people. You consider other people. And I use this sentence for an example. Ruby is so courteous. Ruby's always looking out for people around her. Okay, so say that one with me. Ruby is so courteous. Okay, that's how you would use it. Okay, let's think of our emotion. Oh, I'm going to go like this. We're going to do a little bow. We're going to do a little bow. Okay, so courteous. Ruby is so courteous. Courteous means polite, respectful, and considerate in nature. Say that word one more time. Considerate. Okay, polite, respectful, and considerate in nature. Okay, our next word is develop. To grow or cause to grow and to become more advanced, or to create. So we can read that one if we can't remember that all. So develop means to grow or cause to grow and become could mean I'm going to develop as a reader as the year goes on. So our sentence that we have is, I have seen you all develop good reading habits this year. Say that. I have seen you all develop
good reading habits this year.
Okay, Jane, you didn't say any of those words. Our motion for that is going to be like a flower. You're growing. Okay, so we have courteous, and then we have develop. Okay, our next word is discover. Our motion for that is going to be this. Discover. To find someone or something unexpectedly.
To find something or something.
Let's do that one more time. To find someone or something unexpectedly. Okay? Our sentence is, at school, we discover something new each day. Okay? Who is that, babe?
That's Pokemon.
Squirtle.
That's Squirtle. I don't know anything about Pokemon, but for some reason I know that that's Squirtle. I don't know why. Okay, if you can hear my voice, take a deep breath. Whoa, we got really chatty there. I know it's Squirtle and we're excited, but like, we gotta listen. Hey. Okay, so evolve.
Evolve.
To develop gradually from a simple to a more complex form.
To develop
Gradually from a simple to a more complex form. Okay? So kind of the plant thing works for evolve too. Like at first a plant is just a seed. And then it becomes something crazy. It becomes like a tree. Do you think a tree is way more complex than a little tiny seed?
Yeah.
I think so. It's the same thing with this silly Pokemon example. Like I don't know anything about Pokemon, but I know that one, the first one, Squirtle, just seems a lot more plain than the other ones. So, our sentence was, we evolve as students. Jane, you gotta say it with us.
We evolve as students.
Okay, our motion is going to be, oh, that one's gonna be hard to distinguish from develop. So we have develop, we're going to do, anyone have any ideas? What do you think? Is that how is that different than develop though? Okay, like growing, like up. Okay, so we'll do evolve.
Evolve.
So we have develop
Develop.
and evolve.
Evolve.
That's kind of tricky. All right, fascination. Oh my goodness. Okay, word, fascination. Fascination means to, hey, we gotta get our mirrors on. Mirrors on? To draw irresistibly the attention and interest of someone. So say that with me. To draw irresistibly the attention and interest of someone. Our sentence is, Blake has a fascination with prime. Read it. Blake has a fascination with prime. Okay. He's like, whoa. Okay, our emotion for that is going to be like, whoa. Like you're obsessed with it, you can't look away. So we have fascination, we have courteous, we have evolve, and we have develop. Alright? That one's good too. Okay, gain. Word?
Gain.
To increase the amount or rate of something. To get. Increase the amount or rate of something to get. Will you close the door, Son? Okay.
I know. Push-ups.
The sentence is, you will gain weight if you eat 3 cakes a day. That's pretty silly. Okay, so our... Aaliyah. No, not right now. The sentence is, or our emotion is going to be gain. Because, like, if you're working really hard at the gym or something, you're going to gain really big arm muscles. So you're going to increase the amount. Here, Rose. You're going to increase the amount of something. Like that red panda just working really hard. Okay, let's say it all together. Gain.
Gain.
To increase the amount or rate of something to get. Jane, you have not been repeating any of these words. everyone together one more time. Gain, to increase the amount or rate of something to gain. Okay. Relies, word,
Realize.
to depend on someone or something.
To depend on someone or something.
Mrs. Chandler relies on us to behave.
Mrs. Chandler relies on us to behave.
Okay, we're going to do, because if you're relying on something, you really need them to do it. Please, take a deep breath. I said last week, if we were getting too crazy about our little GIFs, we would have to be done. This week has gotten even more crazy. So let's take a deep breath. We're going to calm down. Our most important things that our mirrors are on, and we're repeating. So mirrors on. You're repeating what I say. Role.
Role.
The purpose or job someone has in a situation.
The purpose or job someone has in a situation.
Okay, we can giggle when we first see it, but if we're giggling instead of reading the definition, that's where the problem's going to be. Okay, our sentences, our role in the classroom is student. So say it.
Our role in the classroom is student.
Okay, we're going to hold a little briefcase like that penguin because that's our job.
I'm a spy.
All right, running. Running.
Running.
Keeping something going. Moving forward quickly on foot. So this is a double meaning word. It either means keeping something going or it means like the running that you all definitely know. Okay? So the sentence we're using is for that other meaning. We keep our community running. Okay?
We keep our community running.
And we're going to use the obvious one. Running. Okay? True. True means in accordance with fact or reality.
True.
Whoa, that was not good. Start over. True. In accordance. Okay. It is true that you are a wonderful class to teach.
It is true that you are a wonderful class to teach.
All right. Now we're going to get our workbooks. Not right now. We're going to get our workbooks and we're going to do our vocab pages. Okay? So you're going to get your workbook out, turn to page 171, and you're going to match the words. All right? Go. Hey, you left their jacks on the floor. Run to your seat. Aaliyah. Right now. Yeah. 171. What page?
171.
All right. Once you get there, I want you to put your finger on the word practice because we're going to read those directions together. Put your finger on the word practice. Put your finger on the word practice. Page 171. All right. Is everyone there?
No.
Well, Aaliyah, I told you to hurry up and stop messing with your headband. Okay. We're going to all read them. Ready? Practice. Synonyms mean the same.
Or nearly the same.
Match each vocabulary word with its synonym below. So let's do one together. What's that first word? Read it. Develop. Okay, we're going to look at our options on the other side. We have
Unfold.
unfold, going, interest, polite, job, obtain, depends, and realize. Now some of those are going to be a little tricky, and I'll help you out with those hard ones. But think about our definition for the word develop. Think about our motion. What word do you think goes with it best? Who has a guess? Emily? To realize? Well, okay. I'm looking at my other words, and I see another word that kind of goes with realize. So I don't think it's that one. But in this case, but I could see how maybe you could think that like as you're growing, you start to realize something. I see where you're starting to get at that. What do you think, Rose?
Unfold.
Unfold. It is unfold. Did you get that one too, Maya? Okay, so we're going to match it. We draw that line. From develop to unfold. Draw the line from develop to unfold. All right. What's the next word we're going to do? Okay. What do you think that matches? I think a lot of y'all should get this one. What is it, Madison? Interest, right. If you have a fascination with something, you have an interest. All right. Now I'm sending you on your own. And you're going to do this page. Why did you draw this line like that? Erase it and redo it. Think of what we just talked about. Keep working, Jen. What one are you stuck on? Okay, remember our motion. Does that help you? Think about our definition.
job.